Good morning, sunshines. I am coming to you live from Barcelona, but it was such a journey to get here. We need to catch up. First, I need to show you this Airbnb because the view is kind of wild. So we walk in and we're greeted with this. Wow. Waking up to this is gonna be nice tomorrow. My little uniform back at it again. I need to go get food. I don't think I've ate since breakfast yesterday, but I just took the fattest nap right there. So now we gotta go outside. Guys, I literally can't believe I'm in Barcelona. This is a little crazy. I'm getting so many flashbacks. I've been here one time before and I came with a man. It's the last time I think I traveled with a man. Maybe we'll have that story time another time. But this is actually my first time in Barcelona alone. So I'm really excited actually. And tomorrow is my birthday. So today is my last day of 28. So I'm really glad I'm spending it in my favorite country in the whole world. The city feels super quiet. I don't know if it's because it's Sunday or if it's because it's August and the same way that everybody in Madrid travels in August, maybe all the Spaniards do in Barcelona as well. But I'm staying near-ish the area I was in last time, so I know where I'm going for food, which is Billy Brunch. It's this little like duck place with a really cute garden that I used to go get brunch at all the time. It's probably way too late for brunch, but for me it's still brunch. And then I think I might go to some thrift stores and okay, so there's like little social clubs where you could get joints. So I'm gonna go to the one we used to go to last time and pick some up as well. I'm honestly so glad I took that nap because I feel like I would have been crashing out this whole day otherwise. And now I feel like although I've lost a good portion of the day / afternoon, I'm gonna try to make the most of the hours remaining. And the beauty of taking a red eye is if you could really now stay awake until 8, 9, 10-ish, you'll be settled into the new time zone by tomorrow. So that's where the combination of joints and coffee really come into play to level you out either one way or another. But if I could go to sleep tonight at 9, 10, tomorrow's gonna be perfection. There was no kitty this time. I hope he's okay and he just wasn't out and about. I did see that all the thrift stores are not closed, so I don't know what to do with myself. I'm gonna stop by the coffee shop place. If you know, you know. And then I'm just gonna wander and see where I end up. If nothing else, I'll just get my steps in. And then I want to go to a grocery store before I go back to the Airbnb and like pick up some fruits and stuff to have at the apartment. And you'll be so proud of me because I booked my train ticket for Wednesday to go to Madrid. I had not booked anything for Wednesday. It's already Sunday, so I did that while I was eating. So one less thing off my mental to-do list. I can't pass up a photo booth opportunity, obviously. This is my little ritual. We gotta do one every time we can. Yeah, I like these. So I actually collect lighters and I just added these two to my collection. Guys, I'm in Humana, which you've heard me talk about before. Oh, look at this dress. It was literally the first thing I saw when I walked in. I need to try it. Don't judge me for coming to Zara because everything here is 50% off compared to the States. Okay, some things to try on. This is the gray version of the pants I'm wearing and I already have the brown and I love it. They're from Zara. I'm telling you, the price is in half. Skirt, this top, and this. Let's see if I like any of them. This is a yes. I like this, but I feel like it's a little short. I think I hate this. I think I hate this too, actually. I did some damage. We'll do a little haul when we get home. I think I've seen everything I needed to see. I've done everything I needed to do for the sake of today. Next step is to pick up some fruits, pick up some vegetables, go home, vibe on the balcony, and go to sleep. $20 for one medium-sized watermelon, and I was like, okay, even my girl math can't really justify that one. I'm back at the Airbnb and I just simply can't get over this. Like, I don't feel like I even need to go outside for the next couple of days. I think I could just stay here. The perfect ending to 28. Good morning, sunshine. Waking up to this is so nuts. Last night I did so well falling asleep early, and then somebody FaceTimed me to wish me a happy birthday, and then the night was over from there. Like, I woke up mid-sleep enough to not even be able to accept that call, literally just to make the sound stop. And then I went back to sleep, and then I had a night of just waking up back and forth the whole night, and now my aura is saying major signs, which, if you know aura, is never a good thing. So it's all good. I told myself I was going to be up and about at like 9-10 a.m. I think it's now 12, and I still can't get myself to get up. But we're gonna do it. I just booked myself a deep tissue massage at the Ritz. So I think today I'm going to go to the beach. I think I'm going to spend most of the day at the beach, and then I'm going to go to the Ritz, maybe get food somewhere in between that. But I think that's how we're going to be spending our first day of 29. So just send me all the strength to get up right now, because I literally feel like I could go back to sleep for 3 more hours. I have finally left the house, and I'm on my way to Oma Bistro, which I wanted to go to yesterday, but it was closed. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to the beach, and then I'm going to go to my massage. I literally had the cutest driver here because I didn't feel like walking, but we have made it to the beach. Okay, complete outfit change, because I could not fathom being in flip-flops and a dress anymore. Those flip-flops killed me. I need to be in sneakers and like pants. So we have changed. I am in this shopping area. I don't really know the name of my area. I feel like I should know that, but it's where all the bougie stores are, and I'm not a bougie store girl, but there are some vintage stores, I think, within the bougie stores, it seems like, and there's a couple of stores that I've been seeing all over TikTok as like shopping places you should go to. So I think I have about an hour and a half before those close. My goal is to just maximize the day, do a little bit of, hopefully not actually buying anything because I have no space, but some window shopping, and then going to the grocery store. My number one agenda is to buy some fruit, because that did not work out yesterday. So I'm gonna like walk the half a mile or whatever the closest little their supermarket is. But yeah, I was like barely here, and I need to go right back out. Updates. Shopping was not successful, which is a great thing because I don't have space for it anyways, but what I did find were the important things, which is joints from the place I went to yesterday, and fruits. Strawberries. This was the last one they had. When I tell you I've been craving blackberries for over a week, the most randomest craving of my life. I've literally have not been able to stop thinking about blackberries. So like really this is the most prized possession of the whole day. Are these considered peaches? I wouldn't say yes. And watermelon at a reasonable price compared to the 15 euros I was about to be charged yesterday. So all in all, very successful. All I wanted was fruit, so I got fruit. The question is, do I DoorDash food? I really don't want anything besides fruit, but all I've ate today is sweets. So my PCOS is going to be quaking, but I'm gonna make a little fruit bowl and I'm gonna go sit outside on the balcony and vibe. We are back on the balcony. I feel like this has been my favorite spot in all of Barcelona. The getting here was hell. I have to tell you guys the whole story, but also this Airbnb gave me so much drama because they wanted a $500 deposit to be handled off the Airbnb app, and I was like, babe, I work in finance, I don't trust your third-party financial website. And then they were like, oh, it might take a month to get your money back, and I was like, I've never ever had to do this for any Airbnb I've ever stayed in, and I was like, is this a scam? Ended up sucking up and doing it, and it was not a scam, and I do hope I get my money back, but like I think this was worth all the drama, and I understand why it has such high ratings. Also, this really famous building, which I'm blanking the name on, is literally viewable from my balcony. Look, if you remember the name to this, please put it down below. It's one of the most famous buildings in all of Barcelona, and it's literally right there. Good morning, sunshines. Today is officially the last day here. I feel like I blinked and it's over. I yet again slept terribly. I think I was awake from 2 to 5 a.m. So we have yet another late start to the day. I think I'm just gonna go get brunch and try to do the vintage shopping today that I've been trying to do the past 2 days and haven't been successful in. I've been trying to figure out if I want to go to the beach. Like, I think I want to get more tan, but I also hate sand, and like the sand yesterday was just like so much. So I don't know if we're gonna make it to the beach, but I'm starving, so I need to go eat something immediately. I hate that this top is like a cool white and the pants are a warm white. I've been trying to buy the Tank Air that's this color for months. We're not even gonna get into the drama, but I live in these Tank Air tank tops. It's worth every penny. I want every color. It's just everything is sold out. Everything is sold out. I discovered it, I think, like right before everybody else also fell in love with it, which is the worst time. But truly the best travel hack is just to bring a bunch of these tops, because you could literally wear it with anything. But with these pants, I don't know, like for sure I'm wearing the top. I think it's a question of, am I wearing these pants too, or am I changing? I just feel like it's gonna be hot, so I feel like linen pants are like a good, whatever. I think I'm just gonna keep it. I don't really care. My insulin is quaking because I just had a bunch of like sugary things with no protein, and I know my PCOS is mad at me, but I really couldn't, like really no food on that menu was speaking to me. Now we're quickly approaching siesta time, so everything's about to be closed between 3 to 4, which is not ideal, but I'm gonna try to make it to some places before they begin to close. Okay, so this whole block is thrift stores. This has been my favorite one I have been to so far, and I found some really cute stuff I have to show you. I feel a little bit bad because while I was waiting there, I saw this girl try on this black dress, and I was praying that she didn't buy it so I could buy it. It was very me. It was like a maxi black silk dress. I'm getting so many flashbacks because I've been to all of these stores before the last time I was here. I'm coming to you live from Madrid because I realized I never showed you all the stuff that I got. So we're gonna do like a very quick haul. These were one of my birthday gifts to myself. I love buying things when you're traveling. I think it's good to pick a theme, and my theme is sneakers and lighters, and then every time you wear it, it makes you think about that location. This is like, I'm gonna butcher the name and I'm so sorry. It's Nikuse Tiger. You know what I mean? The yellow one. They have like the yellow one. I got that one in London. I have the black one I wear all the time. I got that one in Paris. And now I have these from Barcelona. So I got those from that store I was just showing you guys, which is called Arepa Queer. 100% silk vintage skirt. I'm obsessed. I love anything that gives fairy vibes, and this is just very much fairy. Also at that store, this is a dress that I was talking about. I saw the girl wear, and I have to wear this. You have to like follow me on Instagram or something and see me wear this in real life. It is so cute and sexy. The straps are so teeny tiny. The back is open. And it is like very, very long. I have no idea where I'm going to wear that, but I'm sure we'll find a place. This was also silk and vintage. And then at a random store called Le Principal, I found this sleep shirt. I love big sleep shirts, and I thought the colors of this were so fun and so unique. I don't think Photo Booth is doing it justice. Things at Brandy because I needed like a little cardigan. London's gonna be cold, and I needed some things to throw on. And then I got some tops at Zara I could just throw on as well that I could wear to the office while I'm in London, but also just wear out and about. I got it in butter yellow and red. I think those were the things, but that concludes our Barcelona haul. I was doing so well not checking my emails, but my engineer started texting me and ruining my piece. I know, I can't stop thinking about work. Mental illness, really, mental illness. I'm trying to find the right words to describe like all of the feels I'm having right now, because honestly, I'm in this incredible place in my favorite country. I should be so much happier than I am, and then I feel guilty for not being happier. And I think it's just making me have this reminder that I'm someone who feels perpetual guilt for so many reasons. And I'm saying this in this vlog just for anybody else who might also be the same way, because I think when you're in it, it feels so isolating. It's like, I don't know, there's so many reasons I could be feeling like this. Is it my birthday woes? Is it my PMDD ruining my life and my hormones being a mess again? Is it the fact that every time I'm opening my phone, I'm seeing famine and man-made famine and the ongoing starvation of the people of Gaza for something that could be so easily resolved if Israel wasn't perpetuating the famine? The fact that that's still a complicated thing, the fact that it's like day 1,000,000 of genocide, the fact that Sudan and Congo and every other place is still happening too, the fact that I step outside and like I'm noticing people living in poverty here today, and as somebody who came from nothing, I think like now having resources makes me feel so guilty, and I'm here and like I just wish my family was here with me and like able to experience these things with me. And I don't want to say that I feel lonely, because I feel like I've worked very hard not to feel lonely, and I think there's something so achy about saying that you feel lonely, and there shouldn't be, because there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that's just like a genuine human feeling. But I think that's just not the right word to describe it. I feel alone, but it's a solitude that I have created. And I think it just feels like such a double-sided sword, because like even upon reflecting on the past 48 hours of my life, I think you learn a lot about people by how they treat your birthday, and I think just multiple things have happened the past couple of days where I'm like, okay, there's people in my life that don't serve me, and there's like something so exhausting about intentionally having to let go of people that don't serve you and situations that don't serve you, because you know you deserve better, but at the same time, like, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just not what you want. And like having to have the discernment to let that go is just so exhausting. And I don't know, I guess it's all of these things compounded. And not to make this my little therapy talk, I'm so excited to see my therapist in like 2 days. It's just like, I don't know, I'm noticing myself being like literally nonverbal while I'm here. I don't even want to respond to anyone's messages. Like, I have like nothing in me. But like, I don't want to be feeling like that on vacation, but I guess I'm just a human having a human experience. Like, I'm on vacation. Maybe it's just my brain needs to like decompress, and maybe these are just like the things I need to do in order to decompress, because like I feel like I haven't taken a vacation in so long. So I'm sure my therapist would tell me that like all of these feelings were, it was so gross fucking crying online. I really don't want to be doing this. I think my therapist would be telling me though, like, sometimes you hold things up and you pen things in, and then it's just a matter of time before they like surface themselves. And sometimes when you have time to rest, I guess, is when they choose to come. So maybe this is just them choosing to come. But I say all of these like super gross things it is to say out loud, just in case anyone else watching this feels that way, because I think so much of why I've created this channel is to help people feel like they're not alone. And I don't hear anyone talking about this stuff, so like when you're in it, it's just like, well, you're the only human that's feeling these things, but like obviously we aren't. So I think it's so important to like be vulnerable and like have these conversations. But anyways, I'm gonna stop crying now. On today's episode of What Should I Uber Eats or Glavo to my Airbnb because I can't fathom going outside, I really want crispy tuna. Like, all I want is crispy tuna, but based on all of my searches, it seems like crispy tuna does not exist in Barcelona. At least not on any delivery app. So my craving continues. My second craving would be Persian food. They don't seem to have it. My third would be just regular sushi, but I had sushi 2 days ago. It wasn't that great, and none of the options seemed so great. I hated the pasta I got yesterday, so we're not really off to a great start with my search. I could go outside, but I'm like, this is like having a rooftop dinner, which the vibes would be unbeatable compared to any restaurant I would go to, and I could vibe. So why would I go and eat outside, especially because it's my last night? So what is that? I do think I'm gonna stay. It's just a matter of what food am I gonna end up settling on, because nothing is speaking to me. I picked this place specifically because they had like chocolate truffles, and then after my order they said it wasn't available, but this is where we landed. And I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise because I ran out of shows. But last sunset in Barcelona. I just totally dropped my phone trying to vlog this, but one last coffee on the balcony, and then I'm about to go catch my train to Madrid. I'm kind of sad I'm leaving, but then I remember that I'm going to Madrid, and then I feel happy. So this was nice. Time to go to Madrid. I am editing this, and I realized I never told you the story of what happened on my way to the airport. Basically, I was almost at JFK, and then I started getting intrusive thoughts that I had left the stove on, and the anxiety overtook me so bad. I was literally sitting in the back of this Uber becoming nauseous the closer I got to JFK. Ended up getting to JFK to check in my bag because I was checking in a bag for the first time in 4 years. I hate checking in a bag, but I'm about to be traveling for a month, so I had no choice. Checked in my bag, started spiraling more, did the math, and I realized that I might be able to make it back right as my flight was boarding. It was like 7:30. It was saying it would take 43 minutes for me to get home, 37 minutes to get back, and my flight was going to start boarding at 9. I took the risk and called an Uber ride home, spending, I think in total ended up costing me $200 in Ubers back and forth, only to go home and the stove was never on to begin with. Bless my driver, who was my true hero, waited downstairs for me. I ran back down. He drove so fast. We got stuck in traffic. He was like weaving and dodging. Poor guy trying to get me back in time. Got me back at like 8:55. Went in, got stuck in the longest security line of my life. I have global entry, TSA pre-check, digital ID. I have everything. None of them were showing up on my boarding pass. I was literally on the longest security line of my life. I want to say like 40-minute long security line. It was weaving around. I have never seen JFK so busy before in my life, but I guess Saturday at 9 p.m., everybody was flying. Was literally crying, begging people to let me go in front of them because my flight was boarding and I was still halfway through security. Then I get through security. Then I had to run because my gate was the last gate in Terminal 4, thanks to Delta. And I got there as they were like about to close the door with final boarding call, like already in all the screens. So wasted about $200, but all I was thinking was I'm gonna burn down my building and everyone is gonna die and it's my fault and it's either like $200 or people's lives on my conscience. And I was like, I'll just pay the $200 and risk missing my flight for my birthday. So it was so exhausting. My aura said I had 6 hours of stress that day. Terrible. But yet we made it.